ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್.
ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂತರ್ಜಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿತ್ತರಿಸುವ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್.
ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಬಿತ್ತರಿಸುವ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. ಲಾಗ್ ಆನ್ ಆಗಿ
www.bangalore-newsnetwork.com
www.bangalore-newsnetwork.com.
Stand before a body of experts and talk about the subject he hardly knows anything about. So I would start by sort of seeking your indulgence in the fact that our architects are association with geomaterial, prime material discussion is on a lot on the surface of this particular program. I can only say that historically, I've been in this, as we probably heard, a few decades in this line of designing and building buildings. And so when we started in the 70s, aluminum was really a luxury material. It was, you had timber, which we were fast running out of, but in those days we didn't realize that we were running out of timber. So timber was being used extensively for functions that today aluminum and other materials are fulfilling. So timber being what it was starting to disappear even in the 70s, or starting to become pricey. So it was replaced by steel. Steel windows in those days were, very crude, very, what we call the Z-section windows, which were really, did anything but protect you from the elements. So this thing called aluminum came in with a few sections available at that time into the industry. It became a little affordable at that time. And you could see that a few of the buildings that the people who thought ahead of them off the back were starting to look into usage of sufficiently attractive and weather protecting, etc., can start getting extensively used by the public. Interior partitions are again a very major use of aluminum. In huge areas, running into millions of square feet of ceilings are supported by aluminum structures. If not, all the initial panels may also be aluminum.
As you probably heard at the seminar, aluminum is growing in India. It's not had much impact so far in the construction industry in terms of volume, but I think it's growing very fast, and with this kind of seminars and movements, I think it augurs well. It's going to expand considerably. I think there's considerable amount of expertise at the seminar today. I was surprised at the number of people who attended and the real experts in the industry. So I think it's going to grow in great amount. It's going to happen.
Okay, sir.
The statistics that was presented by Mr. Jai Gopal, we can see that other countries, the world consumption in construction industry is considerably more than India. And India, we are at a very low percentage of aluminum consumption in the construction industry. And I think if the movement is right, and as Professor was saying, if the new plants that have just been cleared are allowed to come into production, it will grow in leaps and bounds, and we may reach international standards in terms of consumption of aluminum in the construction industry. The thing is, as the world gets more and more eco-friendly and more environmentally conscious, aluminum has a huge role. It is both an efficient conductor of thermal materials, and so it's got a huge role that's coming up. And I think in the future the way to go would be to have mostly aluminum, provided the industry catches up and supports the construction industry with adequate products. There is no looking back. The future is bright for aluminum. Well, that is something that I just heard it today, that it's considered a green metal. I thought making of aluminum consumed a huge amount of power, and I'm told about it that it compensates by its performance on the site, on where it's used. That its performance is so efficient that it compensates for the amount of power consumed in its birth. So maybe it's a green material. I don't have sufficient information on that.
It is imperative on the part of the country to grow in the aluminum industry segment. We have no choice. Because aluminum is a versatile material. It's also an engineering material as well as non-engineering material. Whether you take utensils or packaging or anything, aluminum stands out. We have the 5th largest resources of bauxite in the world. Secondly, we have the best bauxite. The entire Andhra coast, Orissa, several other states are very rich in bauxite. I must say that next to iron ore, India is gifted with largest amount of bauxite ore. And surprisingly and pleasantly, we have plenty of coal, thermal grade coal, not coking coal. Thermal grade coal. See, the only way that the thermal grade coal can be used is to generate power. So we have plenty of coal in the country, and also coal and bauxite, they are together. You can mine, the bauxite, you can mine coal very close by. So the transportation cost of coal is negligible. And the next point I would like to mention is that considering these facts, the 2 large industrial corporate houses invested a large amount of tens of thousands of crores. Aditya Birla Group invested on 2 projects, Mahan Aluminum, Aditya Aluminum, and Vedanta Group also have invested $8 billion. Between them, it's about anywhere between $15 to $20 billion. Unfortunately, because of the fact that the mining clearance was not given, and purposely it was kept back, and also the coal was not allocated. In fact, you must have read in paper, even Kumar Birla was also called for CBI inquiry. It is because of the foolish way that the previous government took it upon itself to curb this. For what reason, I don't know. And because of this, the investments, despite large investments, we are not producing metal. If these projects had been cleared on time, we would have had about 5 to 6 million tons of metal today, as against about 2.5 to 3 million tons. In the next 5 years, we would have produced about 10 to 12 million tons. China produces 30 million tons. China does not have bauxite. We have bauxite, we have coal, and we don't have the willpower of the government to do. So obviously, we have no choice but to do. We expect to see the next 5 years has no choice but to use aluminum, because now we are working on what is called the light bus, and aluminum coaches are going to be fabricated in, going to be used in railways, aluminum buses, and cars, they are going to switch over to aluminum. And aluminum electric vehicles, again, another thing which you must have read in paper, government is going to give a subsidy of 35%. There again, aluminum, whether it's a transport, whether it's a power, any segment of application, aluminum is the only material. And added to that, a country like ours, a tropical country, you must also, and also the seashore, steel corrodes very fast. In fact, it is said that the corrosion losses in steel in India exceeds what steel being produced.
Developers. I am the executive director of Prestige Group. We are one of the biggest developers who are putting up buildings in the country, and so more in South India. We see there is a lot of tremendous scope for aluminium to have lot more work than what it is actually doing as of today. Be enough of science behind it, because the entire world has done it. I'm sure we will do it. It's a light material, it's a beautiful material to deal with. I'm coming from the real estate industry. I can say that we use it lots in our windows, doors, external glazings, false ceilings, partitions in the offices. There is tremendous scope because we are growing. The real residential sector is also booming and the office spaces are booming. There is a lot of work for aluminum gentlemen to do.
Yeah, okay.